Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Dev, aka the Unvariable here, back at you with another commentary. And Activision could learn a thing or two from Battlefield 2042. And I know, this statement probably seems extremely odd, but with the recent Twitter rate limits, I had to come up with a non-Call of Duty news related video today. So unfortunately, we won't be reading any shilly intel tweets this afternoon. Anyways, I managed to snag Battlefield 2042 on sale for like 20 bucks a few months back. And even at that discount, I was kind of on the fence about it because quite frankly, I'm not a Battlefield player. I've always enjoyed the faster pace and smaller maps of Call of Duty. Well, believe me when I tell you, I decided to really dive deep into Battlefield 2042's multiplayer this weekend, and I'll be 100% honest with you guys, in its current state, in my opinion, and this can't be stressed enough, this is a personal opinion, in its current state right now, this game is 100 times better than Modern Warfare 2. Now, it should be noted, this is coming from somebody who in Battlefield 2042 strictly plays TDM. I don't touch any of the conquest, etc., simply because I don't like vehicles. I'm a COD player. I don't like some dude jumping in a helicopter, a tank, etc., and fucking up my whole day for absolutely no reason. So far, what I've seen from Battlefield 2042 that I really do like are, number one, the maps. Now, I will preface this by saying the maps are a little bit on the larger side, and this kind of surprised me because I figured if it was big maps, being a COD player, I'm not a big fan of big maps, but I figured if it was big maps, it would be something that I would not enjoy. Well, in the TDM playlist at least, I was pleasantly surprised. The maps are big and offer quite a bit of cover, but that's one thing that I don't mind so much because we're playing Battlefield here and you can blow walls off of buildings. So really, if there's somebody camping in a building, you can blow that wall up and get a clean sight line at them, so really that's not that bad. There's a few maps in TDM that I would have to say I'm not a huge fan of, like the one you're seeing currently in the gameplay in the background. This desert map, to me, is not really that fun because it's a lot of snipers, so being mainly an AR player, it was kind of hard to maneuver the map and get up farther into the action because there's always people sitting in the buildings or the back part of the map with sniper rifles. But at the same time, I can look at that objectively and say, well, everybody has a different playstyle, so snipers that really enjoy sniping probably really like this map, so I'm not going to harp on that too much. And honestly, when we compare these maps to anything in Modern Warfare 2, as you know, modern COD games have had some pretty large maps, so at least the player count is bigger. I believe it's 32 players, so I think it's like 16v16, which is good. You get enough action, you get enough people to shoot at. In Call of Duty, it's 6v6, and we have maps that are huge, and you're basically running around like a snooze fest for the vast majority of the game, and then it ends up becoming extremely boring, and you turn the game off. Couple that with SBMM, which, based on what I've seen so far, I don't feel like there's any skill-based matchmaking in Battlefield 2042. Maybe there is. If there is, it's very light. I've not had any connection problems like I have had in Call of Duty, so that's another thing that is just fucking fantastic about this. The gunplay, in my opinion, in Battlefield 2042 is miles better, and that's just simply because there's no terrible visual recoil like you have in Modern Warfare 2. Like whenever I'm shooting people in 2042, the recoil pattern is consistent, it makes sense, my screen isn't shaking everywhere, and I can actually pick some people off from some pretty crazy ranges with an AR, which I can't say the same for Call of Duty, because most of the time in COD, you're trying to shoot someone far away, at least in my experience being a mouse and keyboard player, I'm trying to shoot someone far away and I can't even control that visual recoil, because even though it's not technically real recoil in MW2, it's just a screen shake effect. It really messes up with trying to track onto your target. I don't know if I'm the only one who has that problem, but it's just something in Modern Warfare 2 I can't stand. And playing Battlefield 2042 here actually made me realize there is still some games that have some decent gunplay. And I also kind of just find it funny that Call of Duty used to be hailed as the one that had the most smooth experience and the smoothest gunplay, but in reality, at least in my opinion, I feel that Battlefield 2042 takes the crown for the smoother gameplay experience, the smoother gunfights, etc. And on top of all that, the movement in Battlefield 2042, in my opinion, is pretty smooth. It's way smoother than Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's. I don't feel like I'm running through mud. I don't feel like I'm stuck in quicksand at all. Sliding actually makes sense in this game. People aren't jump shotting around every single corner, and that could be because of skill-based matchmaking, but it doesn't even really seem like it's a viable thing in this game to be jumping. So there's no jump shotting nerds like you have to deal with in COD, so that's good. But all in all, I don't know how to explain it. I guess it's more of a feel thing, but when I'm playing the game, I feel more connected with my character, and it just feels like a more well-refined experience, in my opinion. So you know what they say? They say leave the best for last, and that's exactly what I did in today's video. So my favorite thing about Battlefield 2042 over Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 is the visibility / graphics. Now, I know a lot of people are probably going to be coming to this video and saying, well, Battlefield 2042 doesn't look better than modern Call of Duty games, yada, yada, yada. Well, it's not about how the game looks. Like, I wouldn't say graphically it's much better or much worse than Modern Warfare 2. I feel like they're pretty much on par. Battlefield has always been a good-looking game series, so I don't really want to say much about about graphics, but when it comes to visibility and seeing where your enemies are, they went with a color palette in this game that doesn't make everything blend in like current Call of Duty games. And what I mean by that is if you've ever played Modern Warfare 2019 or Modern Warfare 2, now this could just be my opinion, it could just be my experience. Some people might tell me to just get my eyes checked, who knows? But when I play MW19 or MW2, I feel like they went with a color palette and the standard operators in the game, so the regular characters that you have in Modern Warfare 2, all of them blend in with the environment. So it kind of has this drab, boring, washed out looking color style in Call of Duty. And here in 2042, a lot of the maps and character models, etc., are very easy to spot, even on max field of view. And to me, like, that was the icing on the cake. That's basically what made me drop COD completely, because I was playing a little bit of Vanguard and some other games once in a while. And then I just decided, whatever, I might as well install 2042. And this was the point, or the, I guess, aspect of the game that basically made me say, yeah, this is something I can play every day, every second day over playing Call of Duty, because I can actually see where my enemies are coming from. But let me know how you guys feel. Perhaps you have a different experience. Perhaps you guys don't like 2042. You think Modern Warfare 2 is the best game in the world. Who knows? Either way, I want to hear from you guys, so drop your opinions down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more content, turn that notification bell on so you never miss when I upload a video, and I'll catch everybody in the next one.